Hello, welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is the match review. Before we get into that, if you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search, so please do give it a like, and it means new viewers find the channel more easily. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe, be part of this great community. We're on our way towards 1.2k. Also, if you hit that bell notification, that will let you know when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows. If you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Just do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do it in the chat by clicking the $ with all money reinvested back into the channel. Yes, so hello, this is the match review. Not a happy one, is it really, after yesterday? I mean, we had rumours now before the match that Dubravka was out and Karius was in. And we were wondering why Dubravka was out. Was he dropped? Was he injured or whatever? And, you know, the rumours were Karius was going to start the game. Then the team sheet comes out and that confirmed it. Karius was in the starting line, as was Alexander Isak, who was back from injury, and Joe Willock was on the bench. So that team of Karius, Trippier, Shea, Botman, Livramento, Bruno, Longstaff, Miley, Almiron, Gordon and Isak. And you think, yes, that's not a bad side. It's starting to look a bit better now, you know. And then you saw the Arsenal lineup: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Jorginho, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. With two recognised strikers on the bench, and Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah. So you're thinking, right, okay, that's their lineup. But as soon as it was kick-off, Arsenal brought the game straight to us, and the first 30 seconds they got a corner. But on 18 minutes, they went ahead through a Sven Botman own goal, and it was a bit unfortunate because Livramento was trying to clear the ball, but the ball was bobbling about, and as he tried to clear it with his foot, it just managed to hit Botman's knee and rebound back into the net. So it made it 1-0 to Arsenal. Then 6 minutes later, don't know where Botman was, but you know, where was he going? But Shea was out on that left-hand side of the defence, and Trippier was the other side, and it was like there was a huge gap in the middle, and Havertz run into that, and as soon as the cross came out, he just put his foot on it, and it was straight in the back of the net, and it was 2-0. You're fearing the worst at that point because you're thinking, how many is this going to be by half-time? But it got to half-time, it was 2-0. But let's be honest, we and anybody, I hope, will back what I'm saying here. We were awful at first half. We were absolutely dreadful. We were dog shite. And look, we were lucky to go in at 2-0 down at half-time, let's be honest. And I was thinking, right, Eddie needs to now get in that team and tell them, get their asses out there in the second half and try and get back in this game. And I was praying that we might have got an early goal, which didn't seem to happen, which was a bit disappointing, let's be honest. But on 64 minutes, we made a couple of changes. Alexander Isak went off for Harvey Barnes, which meant Anthony Gordon went up as the central striker, and Miguel Almiron came off for Jacob Murphy, which up until that point I wasn't impressed with Almiron because I thought he didn't have a great game. You know, and then a minute later after them coming on, Saka, you know, I don't know what the defence were doing, but they were static, and Saka got his shot in and scored. Even Karius wasn't happy with his defence of what was going on. Also, you know, then 4 minutes later, we go down to another fortuitous goal. We go 4 down. Kivior gets a goal, and it sort of rebounds off Miley, and it's like a bit of a juggling act for Karius on the line. He's trying to get it, and it just managed to wriggle in. And they're 4-0 up, and it's game over. But on 73 minutes, we saw Willock, Dan Burn and Lascelles come on. Lascelles for Botman, Burn for Livramento, and Bruno go off for Willock to come on. Dan Burn put a lovely crossing on 84 minutes and Willock scored against his former club. And that's how the game ended. We lost it 4-1. One yellow card all came to the Arsenal captain. That was Martin Odegaard. So not many cards in that game, which was surprising. But yeah, now then, this is where we get down to it. How did we rate this game? Did we enjoy this game? No, we did not enjoy this game. Not one iota did we enjoy this game. This guy, Sean Longstaff, I thought was very, very poor. He's been dreadful lately. He's been absolutely dreadful. And look, I know people are saying it, and I've said it before. I would sell him in the summer. Because one, we're going to have Tonali back next season. Two, we've got Elliot Anderson there. We've got Lewis Smiley there. In the summer, I think if we sell him, it means we don't have to sell Bruno or anybody like that. I would rather lose Sean Longstaff. And remember, he brings in 100% profit. Might get 20, 25 million. But again, who is going to buy him? What Premier League team will buy him? That is the big question. So, I didn't think he covered himself in glory yesterday. So, it kind of wasn't a great game for Sean Longstaff. That's for sure. But the team performance just was not great. And yes, Saka getting the third goal, it was a sucker punch. But I thought this guy, Loris Karius, and I'm going to give him a lot of praise now. Now, I disagree with Luke Edwards today when he said Karius was at fault for 2 of the goals. I didn't think Karius was at fault for any of the goals. I thought he was brilliant yesterday. And I'll tell you why I thought he was brilliant. I thought he made 4 great saves. Because if not, Arsenal could have won that. The 8 shots Arsenal had on target, he saved 4 of them. If he hadn't saved them, that would have been 8-1 to Arsenal. That wouldn't have been a pretty scoreline. I thought he commanded his area very well. He came out of his area, rushed out of his area to get a ball and stick it in row Z. His decision making was brilliant. His distribution was pretty good, to be fair. And claiming the ball as well, high claims. I thought he'd done that quite well. Considering this lad hasn't played a first team competitive game since last season's Carabao Cup final, I thought he did really, really well. And this man deserves now to keep his place. Even if Dubravka's declared fit on Tuesday, he stays in goal for me because I thought he was brilliant yesterday. I thought he's done better yesterday than Dubravka's done. Dubravka is like a snail coming off his lane. He's too slow. This guy's quicker. And I want to see this guy now given a chance. And I think he deserves it. Dubravka's had his go. And, and as I've said before, any player who gets a start in the starting 11 for any team, the thing you need to do is you need to keep that shirt and you need to say, I'm not letting go of the starting place. And that's exactly what Karius has done yesterday. And if Eddie rewatches that match, he sees how Karius has done. He himself will think, yes, he stays in goal for me from now on. Unless he makes a catalogue of errors or something, and then you have to change him. But I thought that guy handled himself superbly yesterday, and I thought he was one of the shining lights on a bad performance yesterday. So, yeah, I thought Karius was great. Do you agree with me? If you do or don't, put your comments in. Let me know what you think. I thought Karius played well yesterday. I thought Livramento had a good game as well, to be fair. As I say, the first goal, wasn't his fault, The ball was bobbling all over the place. Anthony Gordon, another one I thought had a good game yesterday. So, yeah. So, all in all, yes, it was a bad day at the office, but it's not all doom and gloom. Now, I'm not going to go through full player ratings, but I am going to give my top 3 of who I thought played well yesterday. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because look, yes, he wasn't on the pitch long. He was on the pitch 17 minutes, to be exact, yesterday. Um, so this player is getting my third place because he come on and he had a good little cameo and he scored the goal as well, and that is Joe Willock. So he gets my third place because of the goal he scored. I thought he was great when he came on, and we've missed him, and we're just hoping now he's back till the end of the season now, because this guy is seriously a great player when he's on his game. So yeah, so Joe Willock gets third place for me. Now then, second place for me. Look, a lot of contenders for that, but I'm giving it to this guy because I thought his work ethic all game was brilliant. He tried to get things moving. He tried to get things going. And you know, he always puts on. He always seems to put 100% in every game, and that's this man, Anthony Gordon. He's second place for me. I thought he was great. Yeah, so Anthony Gordon gets second place for me on that one, and obviously the one who's the man of the match for me. I think he has to be man of the match. Yes, he may have conceded 4 goals. But I look at his distribution, I look at the way he commanded his area, the claims, the run-outs, the saves he's made. And yes, that man is Loris Karius. He was man of the match yesterday. And do you know what? For somebody who hasn't played competitive football in over a year, I thought he'd done really well yesterday. And do you know what? Well done to him. And now let's hope he gets a run in the team, because if he gets a run in the team, this guy is a quality keeper on his day. He was only damaged by that Champions League final because of the concussion he had, and then the slandering he got all over the media. So look, I want to see this guy given a chance. So for me, man of the match, Loris Karius, definitely. If I want to say one player's had a stinker. There was a fair few of them had stinkers yesterday, but I think he had a rather stinker yesterday, and that's this man, Sven Botman. Look, he's normally a dependable defender. I don't know what's happened to him lately, but yesterday he was woeful. I would say Tuesday, you maybe rest him on Tuesday and put Lascelles in his place. Just give Lascelles a run. And just let Botman know that, you know, you've not played well, you're on the bench, he's starting ahead of you. So we'll see. We'll see what team is picked on Tuesday for the game against Blackburn Rovers away, which, by the way, is going to be a hugely vital game. Because if we don't win that game, there's going to be questions asked, serious questions asked. You know, so we can't go there complacent, thinking, oh, we just turn up and beat them because they're in the championship. That's the wrong attitude. We need to go there with the attitude that we can win that game and we can get through the next round of the FA Cup. You know, as the league is the minute, obviously Brighton got a draw yesterday, Wolves won today, so we now drop to 9th. We could be 10th tomorrow if West Ham beat Brentford. So it's not great at the moment. But we are not out the European picture, that's for sure. We're still there. So the season's alive on that side. But what we do desperately want to go through in this cup competition as well. So it would be great if we can get through the next round of the cup and get another nice kind draw to get the semi-finals at Wembley. And who knows, we could even be in the cup final at Wembley, which would be absolutely fantastic considering the season we've had. You know, right, I'm now going to talk about this man, Eddie Howe. Now, I've seen a lot of stuff going around social media, a lot of people saying Howe out. It's time he went. He's done his best. He's took the club as far as he can. He needs to go. I've seen that around on the social media. I've always said I would like to see him succeed and bring trophies. But as I say, nobody is immune from criticism. I'm sorry. And if people don't like it, but I've been a fan over 40 years of Newcastle United, not like some of the plastics who've jumped on since the takeover, but any true fans, yes, Eddie has done a great job for us. Let's be honest, he really has done a great job. Kept us up in that division in the Premier League when we could have so easily gone down because we were absolutely dross. And he kept us up. Got us to a Carabao Cup final last year, got us to a Champions League place last year. Okay, people can say Liverpool, Tottenham and Chelsea were crap last year and that's why we got in there. It doesn't matter how we got in there. We got fourth place and we got the Champions League. Yes, we've been decimated by injuries this season. We're not going to lie. It's probably the worst time that I've ever seen injuries. And I've never seen two dislocated shoulders in the season on the same team. So, look, we have had a lot of injuries this season. And yes, we can use that as an excuse to so far. But now we've got the players coming back. We can't really keep using that excuse. So I think Eddie needs to just show a bit of grit and balls and start changing things. We need to see what we're not seeing with Eddie is we don't see any plan B, and this is what's worrying. Where's the plan B? And we just want to see it. Come on, Eddie, just start doing a plan B. Have a plan B in game management because you see other managers doing it. And Eddie keeps saying, well, he's learned a lot from all these managers he's been to see abroad. Well, where is it then, Eddie? Because we're not seeing it. None of us are seeing it. So let's start seeing it. Start changing it around a bit. If you think, we need to have a back five, then so be it. Make the substitution to do a back five. You look at elite managers. You look at likes of, yes, I know he's not everybody's favourite manager, Jurgen Klopp. He can change things. Look at Liverpool today. They've won the Carabao Cup. They beat Chelsea. £1 billion team, and he had a lot of kids playing on that pitch because they're decimated by injuries. They've got Salah out, they've got Nunez out, they've got Jota out. That's a lot of them front three straight away. That's a lot of talent out of the picture. And then that lost Gravenberch in that match and had to bring kids on. And at the end of the day, they're not using it as an excuse, injuries. They're just getting on with it, rolling their sleeves up and getting on with it. And that's exactly what we should be doing. I know there's a lot of our fans out there saying, well, yes, we've got injuries. No, don't use that, please. Don't use the injuries. Let's just get on with it and do it. Try. And that's exactly what you've got to do. Chelsea should have beat Liverpool. Let's be honest. They should have. But they didn't. Because Chelsea are a team of individuals who are just thrown in together. And yes, okay, they've picked up some good results. Now, would we have beat that Liverpool team today? Who knows? We may well have done because, they've been ravaged by injury. So we may have done. And that's a difference. So, all I'm saying is let's not use injuries anymore as an excuse because we've got the players coming back. Elliot Anderson is now back in training by the looks of things. Great news. Nick Pope's not far away. Great news. But if Karius keeps his place and he's playing well, does then Nick Pope walk back into the team? Good question. Maybe not. But then that may push Dubravka down to third choice because you can't take Karius out at the moment. You've got to give the guy a run of games. And, he is a quality keeper. Remember, he was in the German squad as well years ago. So, look, let's see what happens anyway. But look, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm not slating Eddie Howe at all. I'm just saying he's not immune to criticism. And we can see things that aren't right. So Eddie Howe should be seeing this. But not just Eddie Howe. It should be his coaching staff seeing this. Graham Jones should be seeing this. JT should be seeing that. Sam Weatherston. And all of them should be seeing what's going on and saying to Eddie, hang on a minute, Eddie. I think we need to do this because if we don't do that, we're going to get that player's going to, so they need to have some sort of in-game management. But it's going to be interesting what team we play on Tuesday, because obviously we got Wolves next weekend, which won't be an easy game at home because Wolves are flying. Okay, yes, they beat Sheffield United only 1-0 today. They probably should have won that by more. But we just got to be on our mettle, and that's the thing, So let's have the cup. Let's get the cup game out of the way first. Let's hope that's a victory at Blackburn, and we go to the next round. Then we take that form into the Wolves game at home next Saturday as well. But yeah, disappointing game yesterday. Not the best of games. But you know what? We move on, and we say hashtag bounce back ability. That's exactly what we say. So there'll be no show. I won't be doing any show tomorrow because obviously I wasn't planning on doing one on Monday anyway. Tuesday, well, because I'll be in bed early tomorrow night, because I've got to get up 2 o'clock in the morning for the airport. So I'm off to Tirana. So I'm hoping to do a pre-match on Tuesday. If the Wi-Fi is good where I'm at. And we'll just see what happens after that. But then I'm not back till like Thursday, so I may do something Thursday evening, because I'm back Thursday afternoon. And obviously when I'm in Toronto, I'll do a little bit of a vlog of the city, and I'll put that on for everybody as well, so it gives you a chance to see what Toronto's like, and you may think, oh, I fancy a couple of days there, so who knows. But anyway, just remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. If you do like what you see, make sure you do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search. So please do also the channel, come and smash the subscribe, be part of this great community. Also hitting that bell notification, that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. So all that leaves me to say is enjoy the rest of the evening, whatever you're doing. But until then, I'm checking out. How are you there, lads?